today we'll see where the GTA 5 storyline goes if Michael never reunites with his family. So let's say that Jimmy never shows up to Michael's house and they flat out just never contact him. So with them not coming back, I imagine Michael would be a more depressed, reckless version of himself. He'd probably become more of an alcoholic and would probably be willing to take more risks, and at least in the original, he was responsible for his family's safety and had to protect them from Devin Weston. In this version, he doesn't give a flying fuck whether he lives or dies, but we'll get to the Devin Weston situation a little bit later on. Let's talk about his family first. So Michael's family wouldn't really be doing too well financially. Also, when Jimmy gets kidnapped and Tracy has her issues with that stalker dude, Michael wouldn't even have any idea of what happened, because instead the kids would call Trevor for help, something that Amanda would really disapprove of. And because she still probably has access to Michael's bank accounts, she'd take some money and move her and the kids far away from Michael, Trevor, and Los Santos, as she doesn't want Michael or Trevor anywhere near Jimmy or Tracy. And with that, all three of them would vanish without a trace. No goodbye to Michael, no letter on the kitchen table, just completely AWOL. Michael would still have his issues with Devin Weston, like I said, and after the gang saves Lamar, he at least gets ready for the movie premiere, and he does miss his family, but at least at this point he helped make a movie and has something to be proud of. He did something with his life at least. And Devin Weston, because Michael's family is out in the boonies, Devin wouldn't really say shit. Instead, he just sent Merriweather, his hit squad, to Michael's house, and Michael, who would have no warning, no idea of any kind as to who is at his house right now, and Devin wouldn't really even threaten him in this reality, because he did like kind of subtly imply what he's doing in the original. This time he just keep his mouth shut and just let Michael die, and that's unfortunately exactly what would happen. Michael would walk through his front door a bit drunk and tired, and he would just get drilled by dozens of Merriweather guards within literally a couple of seconds. The infamous Michael Townley would be dead this time for real, and when the info hits the news, Michael's family would probably be devastated. I say this because multiple times throughout the game storyline, particularly when they're away, they didn't want to interact with Michael, but their worst fear of him turning up dead has become reality. And as for them, well, they're somewhere out in the middle of nowhere living a quiet life. They would get some money after Michael dies, but it wouldn't be as much as it would be if he managed to do the big one, so they wouldn't really be as filthy rich. Speaking of the big one though, that whole thing never happens. It's entirely skipped, as they can't do it without Michael, and Trevor and Lester likely wouldn't even want to do it, but instead the rest of the gang immediately gets together because they know that Merriweather and Devin are behind Michael's death, and they'd ask Lamar for help with taking care of Steve Haynes. While Franklin handles the triads, Trevor handles Stretch. Lastly, they all meet up outside of Devin's house, and the trio goes on a rampage and clears out the dozens of Merriweather guards that Devin has protecting him in no less than 3 minutes. And Trevor is losing his shit. So in this reality, there's no, oh, let's put him in the trunk. Trevor instead would pull out a chainsaw from somewhere, don't question that, and would cut Devin up into many pieces right outside his house, to the point where he looks like slush and bones, causing even Franklin and Lamar to look away, showing that despite everything, he considered Michael a friend, and we know how protective Trevor can be for the few people that he actually gives a shit about. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this What If. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this What If in the comments down below. Leave some of your good suggestions in the comments, and if I like them enough, I will make sure to do them at some point. Until next video stream, bye bye.